There's not going to be a way I can do this video where I don't offend someone. Okay, so I'm not going to even try not to offend anyone. You know my heart, you know me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to, let's go for it. In saying that, the first text I got, first of all, yesterday, I'm at work, so I can't see everything that's going on. But I'm getting the first text I got. I saw people climbing over a wall and it looked like the Capitol. So I didn't know if it was like a meme or, you know what I'm saying? But no, it was real. And I wasn't cognizant, like, this is real. And I was like, well, what is it? And my friend said, oh, they're overtaking the Capitol building. And I'm like, well, who the hell is they? And he was like, the Trump supporters. And then I was like, so what are they doing? And he was like, they're inside the building. And I was like, oh no, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. So that's the first thing that I thought about. I was like, oh my God, it's about to be like a crazy massacre in the Capitol building. Because when the looting starts, the shooting starts, right? That's what I heard. So I was like, it's gonna be a whole lot of dead folks. So then I quickly run and turn it on the news because this is newsworthy. You know what I'm saying? It was on all the stations. If your show come on at 10 a.m., it was not on yesterday. We're watching the news, okay? And so I turn on the news and I see, a split screen of a news reporter, and then I see the actual live footage, and I see people macing the police, pushing the police, hitting the police. By then, a lady had got shot in her neck. I was like, whoa, this is worse than a Stephen King movie. This shit is real. Like, this is happening today. And I was like, they're trying to get to the electoral votes. So lucky that, one of the ladies that she took the votes with her when they saw that there was a mutiny against the Capitol building. She was like, "Oh hell no, honey, the devil is alive." She got to safety. She got out of there. But the thing is, we kind of knew this was going to happen. If you didn't, you just don't have common sense. So, don't, like I said, I'm going to offend somebody. So if you acting like you didn't know this was going to happen, pumpkin lamb, you don't have common sense. He's been telling you, meaning Trump has been telling you, honey, you're going to have to remove me. And this meeting yesterday, it just seems like there's a email chain above our head as the normal Americans. There's an email chain above our head to tell people from different states to meet in Washington, D.C. and do this destruction to the Capitol building. I didn't get an email. Did you get an email? Okay. Okay, pumpkin lamb. So clearly there's an email group. Just like, remember, I didn't even get the email for this, but remember when Black people were supposed to do Black Friday and put the Black on the profile page for Facebook? And your profile page was supposed to be Black for that day or the weekend or something like that. And then one day you woke up and all the profile pages, pictures were Black. Well, it's the same thing with this. And I'm like, well, I wasn't in either email chain. I'm just saying, I want to get an email. Don't mean I'm going to show up, but I just want to get an email. I heard everybody talking about the 25th Amendment, meaning Congress can remove Trump. Even if it's for 10 minutes, they can remove him. And I just say, this is what we're showing our new generation. We're continuing the hate. I won't say we, because I'm not in that shit. But continuing the hate when there's so much progress has been made. That's like you've been crack free for 25 years and then you just go to a crack house and binge. That's what happened yesterday. America has been crack free for 25 years and we just went to the crack house and binged the fuck out yesterday at the Capitol building. Another thing, I'm like, isn't it against the law to burn the flag? They were taking the flag. They were on scalpels. Where the fuck did you find a scalpel? or whatever that shit is, honey. The scalpel, I think that's something in surgery. The what do you call that thing? I think it is a scalpel. I don't know, but it lifts you up. They were unable. I mean, they were able to pull down the American flag, throw it to the ground, and put up a Trump flag. Then the building got vandalized. They were breaking windows, breaking into senator's office, sitting at Nancy Pelosi's desk with their feet up. Okay, so doing damage to a federal building, isn't that against the law? Shooting the lady, they shot the lady, she died. Everybody goes free. Everybody gone free. They were like, let them out. Trump came on and he did a speech. I don't know. I think he said, oh, McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. It was something just so, it was frivolous. It was just, we didn't even need to hear it. I didn't need to hear it. Old McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Just, it was that stupid, you know. Well, everybody go home now. And this is my thing. People can vandalize the state Capitol building. But George died for an alleged fake $20 bill. Do you see that? People were standing on their knee with their fist up for the Black Lives Matter, got maced, tased, pepper sprayed. They were shot in the head with rubber bullets, everything. And there was no repercussion from yesterday. So what that tells everybody, if there was no repercussion yesterday, we can do it bigger next time. Let's take over the White House. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it's just too much. Another thing, they're doing so many federal offense online. If you go to TikTok, there are death threats against Kamala Harris and Nancy Pelosi, their goddess Mia. Their death threats on everyone. Like everyone, anybody that's not for Trump, there's death threats. Which is so ironic because Trump is trying to say, oh, those are not my people. I don't know the good boys or whatever, but everybody is on the email registry or something is going on. But Trump is like, no, those aren't my supporters. That's Antifa down, you know, at the Capitol building. As everybody has on red Make America Great Again hats on. People were so bold. They knew. They, like I said, in the email chain, it was like, you ain't got to wear no face covering. Nobody had on a mask. What? I'm not even talking about COVID. Fuck COVID, honey. COVID is frivolous at this time, honey. She's obsolete at this point. Go on. Go on away, girl. We got the vaccine for you, honey. You are not the high point of 2021. No more. Okay? So I'm talking about nobody was afraid to be seen. I ain't wearing no motherfucking face mask. Then this one lady, she's on the news crying, they maced me. And then the news reporter was like, you were inside the Capitol building? Yes. And then she was like, well, why were you in there? She said, this is a revolution. So that's what the email must have said. Okay, you got to listen to the key words in the sentence, pumpkin lamb. Fuck that, they maced me shit. They maced Portia Williams too. Next. I ain't worried about that. It's that revolution part on that email. Whoever sent her an email, or I don't know, honey, in that inbox, she said it was a motherfucking revolution, bitch. And I heard that. The light at the end of the tunnel for me is that the new generation, they're not on this shit. And I hate to be talking like this, but I got to get it out. Let's talk, bitch. They're not on this shit. My nieces and nephews and their friends and everybody, they're just not on this. And it was because of the generation, it's because of my generation. We're not on this shit. We realize that all black people aren't the same, all white people aren't the same. Snoop Dogg is different than Barack Obama. Whoopi Goldberg is different than Miss New York. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Clinton is different than Marilyn Manson. So just because, you see a race of people doesn't mean that everybody is the same. So what I'm saying in that is white and black America, I don't want us to be at war forever. Can we just talk about the past? Like there needs to be a forum where we're in a place. I don't know if we can do it in a synagogue. I don't know. But we'd have to talk about it because listen, if you purchase a $5,000 wedding gown and you went to go pick it up and there's a red Kool-Aid stain on the hip, you're not going to just put it back in the box and take it home without talking about it. You're going to tell the dressmaker, honey, what's the stain? What is this? And then you're going to talk about it. That's what we have to do. There's a stain in America's wedding gown. There's a stain in America's wedding gown. We have to talk about it, bitch. Don't put us back in the box. Don't put America back in the box without talking about this shit. People were lynched, killed, all of this stuff for hundreds and hundreds of years. Of course, there's going to be, everybody's going to feel some kind of way, but this is the tea. The people who don't care, don't care. I don't care. Do you care because you killed a mouse? You had a rodent problem, you caught the pest control, and then they got caught in the mouse trap. You never thought about it again. You were not thinking about it later on that day when you were at Macy's. You weren't thinking about it. You don't care. And so that's the thing. If humans, we're human, first of all. We're human. And no matter how much, I don't know what to say. We just got to come together. I was going to make an example, but I'm not because I don't know if I can articulate it. But we just have to fucking come together, bitch. Listen, we're roommates on Earth. Okay? So if you have a house and you're a roommate with your roommate, you got to come together. You got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. And we know we don't have to hang out and watch Netflix on the weekend, bitch. I don't like your TV shows. You don't like my TV shows. But we do live under the same roof, meaning Earth. People. And we all got to get together. We got to get along to get along. Okay? It's not that fucking hard. It's not that fucking hard. It starts with putting yourself in other people's shoes, respect, love. We can't fight hate with hate. You can't put out a fire with a fire. You cannot put out a fire with a fire. You got to put out a fire with water. So meaning you can't fight hate with hate. You got to fight hate with love. And the way to fight hate with love is, number one, educate yourself. Educate yourself. Put yourself in other people's shoes. And come to grips with reality. There's so many people saying, I don't know why we need affirmative action, and I don't know why, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, and all of this stuff. Clearly, you can see there's a difference. Come on now. Stevie Wonder can see there's a difference. This is the season finale of America, and everybody's watching it. I want to say the lady who took the electoral votes yesterday and ran up to the top, she was in the balcony, honey. She was like, not these votes, bitch. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Yeah, mother had to go. And honestly, my heart went out to those senators that were at the balcony, and they were ducking, and the one lady was looking like that. I'm like, girl, you better put your head down, don't you bet. And y'all got the electoral votes up there, girl. Put your head down. Do not let them think you're up there. And you saw the fear on the people's face. You saw the fear for their lives. Let's keep it right here. Let's keep the same energy. Let's keep this energy. You saw the fear for their lives. And they were so scared. The one lady already got shot. Everybody got guns. They got mace. There's no police to help you, honey. Nobody is here to help you. Yet. Another thing, how did this go on for 2 hours and then nobody come? And I saw a video where the police were letting the people in. Come on, it's this way. Come on, everybody get a plate. Come on. But let's keep this energy where it needs to be on the balcony with the senators hiding and afraid for their lives. There's this one California senator. She told her husband the night before, if something happens to me, this is where the will is. It's on top of the refrigerator under the sugar thing, honey. That's a shame. That's a shame. But they were so afraid for their lives, the senator, and I say that to say that's how Black people feel every time we walk out the door. And it's very possible that we may get stopped by a racist police officer. That's how we feel every day. Those senators felt that for an hour. We feel it every day. We feel it by going jogging in a neighborhood that we live in, that we may be accosted, not even necessarily by the police, by a racist neighbor who will turn the situation around. He did this to me. He did that to me. Oh, no, they did that. Oh, no, da, 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 da. And you can possibly get killed or incarcerated for years for some fake shit. Hey, Emmett Till, rest in peace. It's been happening for years. That's why I say we got to talk about it. There's a fucking red stain in a wedding gown. I'm not going to take this shit home and wear it in front of my family and walk down the aisle with a fucking red stain in my gown. Now, we either need to talk about removing the stain or we need to talk about giving me another wedding gown, but we have to fucking talk about it. I'm not going to take this home because I'm going to be resenting it. You fucked up my wedding day with this red stain in my gown. And we need to talk about it. We need to have officials talk about it, and there needs to be a solution. And then, okay, it would be nice to have restitution. It would be nice. But how about just letting us fucking live as Black people? Just fucking let us live. When you walk out the fucking house to go get some bread and soap and Skittles, just let us come back so we can hug our family members, because ain't nobody fucking with nobody. Use the 25th Amendment. Just go. Go. And FYI, Trump supporter does not represent all white people. Let's just get that out there. I don't believe that. Like I said, you got Oprah, you got Whoopi Goldberg, you got Vanessa Williams. There's different types of Black people. Miss New York, Michelle Obama. Different types of Black people. There's different types of white people, okay? So let's just say that, I just want us to all fucking get along. Just get along. That don't mean, oh, you have to come over and I'm watching Netflix and you would do it at your house next week. Let's just fucking get along. We are roommates in this planet. We're roommates in the planet. And everybody on this planet is supposed to be here. Everybody. Every animal is supposed to be here. Every person. You didn't create the person. How the fuck are you going to take their life and think it's okay universal? By the universe. The universe thinks it's okay for you to take someone else's life and you didn't give it, bitch? Where is the PETA for Black folks? Even if it's from a different country, bitch. Y'all could start a PETA in Japan or Russia or something and come over here and say to Black people. Because clearly, the Black folks need some PETA. People of color. Not just Black folks. People of color. All across the world. It's all across the world. This is unbelievable. Dude was sitting at Nancy Pelosi's desk with his feet up. I had never, and she is sister girlfriend. You know that Nancy Pelosi was out at lunchtime getting some Chick-fil-A. She was not there. She would have wrapped that shit up. She would have wrapped that shit up, honey. She would have been chewing her gum coming down that hall. What's all this noise? She been waiting for some shit. She keeps a taser on her hip. Excuse me, man, what's the time? Fuck back. Nancy don't play. Now, Nancy does not play that. And the guy on TikTok, he was talking about, I don't know who he was, but he was talking about um, they're gonna do something to Kamala Harris in 3 months, and then she better say no. She's going to be the president, and then they're going to make Nancy Pelosi the vice president, and then they're going to do something. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. And see, like I said, that's just pure D hate. When you can talk about taking another human's life, and it's pure D hate. What I saw yesterday was pure, authentic, old-fashioned hate. I saw no morals. I saw no God. I don't care who you serve. I don't care who you serve. I saw nothing spiritual about that situation. Nothing loving about that situation. Nothing fair. All men are created equal. Bullshit. I saw hate. I saw division. It's the same thing like when Hitler came out and he got brown eyes and black hair, and then he said kill anybody that doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. His ass should have went first. Pow, bitch. Well, I followed his rules. He said, take anybody out that doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. You go first. And that's what I see. The division that Hitler did, I see that in America. And I don't want that shit happening in America. There was a dog whistle called yesterday. There was a dog whistle. It was a dog whistle. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I tell you this, like I said, our new generation, they're not having it. And I'm happy about that. That's the light at the end of the tunnel, that the new generation is not having it. And the new generation, they're checking the parents. They're like, no, that's your racist dad, your racist mom. And then even black families, you better not bring another race home talking about you're going to get married. I'm just saying, not all black families like that, but there are some. Come on now. I thought we was talking. We have to stop, because people like, listen, I get it. If you grew up in an era where there was colored water fountains versus white water fountains, I get it. But that was also, we had pagers back then. We don't have pagers now. We have FaceTime. Times have evolved. Times have evolved. And ain't nobody on that hate shit no more. Ain't nobody hating no more. That shit is beyond, gone. That's gone. Gone. Who the fuck is hating? The only thing you should be able to hate is hate. I hate, bitch. That's the only thing you should fucking hate. And we as people, we have to do better, period. Not even on a racial aspect, but even on a human aspect. If you can pick up your little poodle, your $2,000 poodle, and go take him to a $3,000 daycare, that's $5,000. There's some shit like that in Beverly Hills. Stop playing with me. And you can drive past 14 homeless people and it's not even cognizant. Maybe I can give them $20 a piece. We'll give them some food for the day. And you and Fifi are in the car about to go to this $3,000 and you drive past it. Like I said, we have to up our mind mentally as humans for humans. We have to elevate ourselves as humans. We have to elevate ourselves as humans for humans. There was a fucking uproar about those dogs that Michael Vick made fight. There was an uproar about dogs, and here come PETA. Where's the PETA for black people? Where's the PETA for human rights? Where's the PETA for homeless people? Where's the PETA for Muslims who have nothing to do with for the things that they're blamed for? Where's the PETA for humans? We need a human PETA to fight for people who can't fight for themselves or don't fight for themselves all across the board. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, America, we're going to have to talk about it. We got to talk about it. I don't know who the fuck we need to get. I don't know if we need to get, some Supreme Court or senators and all of that. But the people, they're stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? Up there, Capitol Hill, honey, everybody is stuck in their ways. And, so people are just so stuck on their political views that nothing else matters. Nothing else even matters. I'm stuck. This is where I am, period. It's the same thing with religion. This is where I am. Some people love their political views or their religion more than they love their family. They will kick their child out. They will stop loving their spouse for disagreeing with their views. You getting out of here, religious people. You getting out of here. You doing this sin, you get out of my house. And they turn on their family for religious views. It's the truth. I don't know what else to say except thank you so much for hanging out with me on the Mario Ramon discussion. And happy Thursday to you. Have a great day. Definitely tell me your views and how you feel about the situation. I'm just a little discouraged as a human right now, just as a person. I'm just discouraged. And I don't know if it will ever, I don't know. It will never. Book of Revelations. In closing, I want to say the last book in the Bible. Look at the book of Revelations and tell me if it's parallel to today. Please. All right. So if you like the video, definitely like the video, subscribe, and comment, and share it with your friends. Share if you care to share. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time on the Mario Ramon discussion. Peace.